On against that lane.
Lagging.
Is it loading?
Yeah,
Okay, just tell me when you see it.
I see it.
This was so fucking scary because Maokai's not even there. They could have won the game. Right here. This is so bad. Like if their top is like competent, he would just be like, they would have just 5-man stacked. Cause like Pike, it's kind of obvious you guys are gonna try and do some shit level 1, cause it's hook. So like Maokai, I would have said like if you want to invade, cause it's a good way to climb. Is like you could cheese like every game and invade, and late invading is better, cause like it's less expected. But yeah, just tell your Maokai, like if your team's doing this, like you need to tell him like as soon as you get into the games, like 5-man invade, or tell him in select. So that's actually like a good way to like you're pretty much cheesing elo if you're invading, but it's like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. You guys should like fucking have lost the game here if their top is there. Who was their top? Who was their top that game? It was the Shen, right? You guys would have fucking got taunted and insta killed. Do you like invade a lot or no? Also having like D-Blade is really like OP here. But you're actually supposed to start a tier for lane. Here you could have healed her earlier, but it's fine. Cause I don't like it's really bad what he's doing. He's down to trade flash for like, it's not even first blood. He's down to trade flash and ignite. He ignites her, right? Yeah. This is like not even worth for him, but like if you healed her earlier, she would have lived and he would have like been completely out of the game. It was like, this Yon is so bad. But this is fine. He dies and he loses sums. Okay, let's see what Karma. Okay, she was walking from base. I would have just gave like what usually in a lane like versus lanes like this, you shouldn't leash to like 400. You should leash to like 1,000. So like auto Q should have already queued because that's short cooldown. So just get it to 1,000 and then she doesn't need you. Like you should be walking right now. I think you leashed to like 400. So you'd already be like almost on the minions by now. Like coming through try. So like that actually makes like a huge difference in getting level 2 first. You got the XP here, right? And then like it was like the lane's still like kind of even, but not really because they got the damage here on these 2 minions. So you guys are like at a disadvantage already. For no, like literally no reason. Even at like, let's say, you know Tarzan? Even if you had Tarzan on your team, you'd still like not want to do this. Because the lane is this lane is so like volatile. You guys want to always have a shove as Ezreal Karma because your poke under tower is insane. But I think as soon as you see that you're not gonna get to first, like a way, like let's say you did do what I said and you didn't leash as hard, you could just like concede it. So like you would just walk away, and it's fine if you miss like 1 or 2 CS, because you end up blowing flash, which is really kind of sucks. Like where you would know to start conceding, because you know they're gonna get 2 first, is like right here. After they kill this minion, I would start running back like now. right? Because you need 3 and they only need 1. Do you have any questions about that? Hello?
Hello?
Do you have any questions about like that? Like level 2 really decides the lane a lot of the time.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm good.
Also, I don't know how often you are you always like playing like does this situation happen a lot where they're like constantly shoving you in and like you're not getting like any damage on their tower like ever?
Yeah.
That feels really bad because you're not getting like you're never gonna get plate gold.
Mhm.
So just that's an easy fix though. Like just I would play selfishly and not leash your jungler that hard. Unless you're like duo with them. I don't know if you duo with anyone. I never asked that. Do you duo with anyone or no?
Nope.
It's really broken if you have. Well, I wouldn't duo with anyone in the silo though. Like wait till like diamond to duo.
Why?
Because I would just. Most people get stuck in diamond, but like an easy way to get out of diamond is like duoing and then playing like some OP combo. And then like most likely whoever you find in diamond is gonna have like fundamentals down to like a point to where they're not gonna lose the game like they might lose the game 5 minutes in, but like you'll find like maybe it's a support player that you like playing with, like he did like you liked how he played the lane, he like had synergy with you, then you just you ask him for duo and like you get some elo like that. But like yeah, some people just prefer solo queuing because they can like focus easier. This is so troll what she's doing. I'm pretty sure Lucian could have killed her there, but he fucking did his combo wrong. What did he just do? He was in auto range? You need an auto E. Oh, he did. Okay, auto E. He Qs? He should have autoed again before queuing. Oh, he did it off the auto. Nah, he should have still autoed, because they would have killed. She actually would have got stunned. He missed on an auto, just not like he didn't auto before his Q. He did it off the double shot, which is like a lot of people do that, but like he could have got one more auto in his combo, and she would have got stunned. The solution's a fucking donkey. Here, I think it's okay that you backed, because it's a cannon wave. So like it sucks to miss cannon XP, but your support got it still. I think she even got the gold. But yeah, this is like a nice back timing. Obviously, you don't want to be in situations like this where you're giving like anything. You don't want to be like in a losing lane, right? But like you make the best out of it. You should know, like, I think most likely where you are, like with your bot lane skill, is like you're good from playing behind, because you're always playing from behind. So like you're good at that, but like you're gonna notice like when you start playing from ahead, it's gonna be like a whole different game for you. So yeah, that's kind of like gonna be hard. That's just like, I think the only thing that you have to know is like rotations, and then like it's pretty much up to mechanics at that point. Like you see how their team like was playing from ahead and they lost the game because of it. Like imagine if you guys won early, right? And they got shutdowns on you guys, and then your team morale, like I know team morale is not like actually a thing for like looking at the game from like a, what's it called? I think team morale actually is like a real thing to talk about, but if you're winning and they make a huge play and they get shutdowns, right? And then your team morale is like fucked off that, then it's like it's even worse for you guys, and there's no way to control that. Like that shit happens. So that's why it's like it's kind of good to be playing from behind sometimes, but like obviously if you're trying to 1v9 the game, you don't want to be playing from behind, because it's like really up to your team. Like you saw how it was literally up to your Pyke and your Maokai to like get these picks, and like their enemy team, it was up to the enemy team to throw, right? It's like out of your control, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to be out of control of the game. So like, yeah, it's gonna be like a whole different game once you like start trying to like, what's it called? Like just playing from ahead. It's just gonna be completely different if you win the lane from like the level 2 get go. I think just fixing that is gonna be like a huge difference for you. Oh, this was really weird. This Kha'Zix, I think, could have jumped on you. That's why I was telling you to like heal like now. He could have jumped on you. I don't think you guys kill him. And then you guys, what's it called? I think Braum would maybe get a stun on one of you guys. Do you agree with like the whole thing I said from like playing behind is kind of like favorable versus like bad players, and like actually is like it was even better last season when you were playing ADC, you're playing like Caitlyn, and like you'd get shutdowns and you just win the game, or like you're playing any crit ADC because you just actually do so much damage late game.
Got it.
If you have also start taking Gathering Storm, by the way. It's
Okay.
way better than trying. If you're playing Ezreal, take Gathering Storm. Well, I think some people go Transcendence. You could go. Honestly, you could say fuck Mana Flow and go Transcendence, Gathering Storm. I think you, if you just like, I don't think you need Mana Flow. If you really want the lower CD on your abilities. This was kind of troll, but like, it happens. I would just like, I think this is like autopilot kind of thing, but like, you know their jungle is bot. A thing okay for that, like knowing where their jungle is if your jungle is top side, most likely their jungle is bot side. So like, it's like pretty much like, let's say Vi is starting red, right, and then Kha'Zix starts red. They're gonna be like opposite sides, right? Eventually, because they're clearing camps like on like they're starting from different points. So you know that like that's the thing called I don't know if you heard the term like weak side and strong side.
No, I've never heard of that. Weak
Weak side is the side that your jungle is basically like abandoning. So like this game, she's playing top side. Top side is the strong. Like I don't know why she is doing that. Like she should be playing for you guys because it's a fucking Maokai versus Shen. She's a clown. I mean, she could still start red, and then do some like she could do like red wolves blue, and then back, and then do like raptors Krugs, and then Bach Ink or some shit like that. But she doesn't do that. She like plays topside the entire game when she has like a Karma Ezreal. But I mean, I think you guys, what's it called? Were like low HP last time she was bought. Yeah, this was like the feels bad timing. It was when she was on Krugs. I was telling you like this timing happens a lot where your jungle's there and then there's a fucking giant wave. If this happens and your jungle tries to gank, just ping them back. Cause does she go for it? Oh, okay, that whole situation happens like that. Okay. Okay, so you guys get ganked. You get drag. But like when you're playing from like weak side, you pretty much have to play safer, and you don't want to push the wave. So like if you're giga tryharding, you don't want to push the wave. Like you're pretty much 2v3, and yeah, you have to make like the best out of it. It sucks when you also have to leash and you lose the lane because of that, and then you're also weak side, so like a lot of the bad stuff that happened in this game is preventable though. But basically what I mean by not pushing is like when you come in the lane, level 1, you want to like obviously get 2 first, so you push. But after that, like after you get the first shove in and the lane like resets, right? You don't want to push after that. But it kind of feels bad because they'll get like their level 3 spike, like on Braum, his level 3 is fucking insane. So you kind of... I think you guys are fine if Kha'Zix comes, to an extent, if you guys like don't overcommit and you like poke them. So like maybe it's fine to shove as Ezreal Karma. But I think we're overthinking it too much. Like I think you just have to worry about like winning off the level 2 for now. And you'll be fine. But like yeah, you had zero control over this game because how the lane went. Like you went off there like them making mistakes, which you don't want to win like that. You want to win off like fucking like winning lane. You don't want to rely on them like fucking up, or your team playing like half decently and getting picks. Do you have any questions about that?
Questions?
Yeah, like anything?
No, not really. That makes sense. So if you could boil it down to like a few key things I could work on.
I think your CS is also going to go up like a shit ton when you start winning lane, because like it looks like a lot of the time you might be getting like forced to back, and then you miss like a lot of CS for no reason. So like I was going to say like yeah, a lot of people recommend like practicing CS, but like a lot of the time people will have low CS just because like they'll lose lane, so that'll just like you're going to see like a big difference. But the next thing you're going to have to work on, like a prediction for me, you're going to have to like try and learn how to play from like ahead, which is like a whole different game pretty much. If this is how like your games usually go, which is fine, like, you know, but if you want to like, you're going to have to play like a lot more than you have to if you're not like winning lane to climb.
play for lane dominance.
Yeah. And then
play to get ahead.
Like, let me see if there's like a huge decision that you make this game. I don't think you just kind of went with the flow, which is like, yeah, that's what I pretty much mean with like you're pretty much playing off your teammates.
Yeah.
Which feels kind of bad in solo queue.
Yeah, I played pretty autopilot most of the time.
If your jungle flames you, by the way, for not like